Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have sat on this chair and filmed a video, and I will catch you up in this video, okay? It's going to be a chit chat. I need to give you a full life update. Plus, I'll be trying out some new makeup that I got recently and also makeup that I have tried once. I want to retry it and see how it's going. So basically just having fun with makeup and catching you up on life. So let's go. Alright, so I'm going to jump right in with skin prep and then we're going to talk along the way. Now, I actually love the packaging of this brand. This is Hyphen, a very unique color to any product, but it actually looks fantastic. The neon yellowish green. This is Kriti Sanan's brand. It's Hyphen. It's the Barrier Care Cream, Ceramide Peptides, the Manu Oil and Sika Extracts for normal to dry skin. Okay, it's the first time I'm trying this on my face. I thought why not give it a shot before this. I don't know if you can use this before makeup, but it's a moisturizer, so I'm going to use it anyway. Love the packaging. It's very sturdy and very luxurious feeling, to be honest. Smell, it doesn't have a fragrance to it. Super lightweight to the touch, definitely very lightweight. It's something you can wear on the daily. I don't know how moisturizing this is. I just have to keep trying it. Skincare, you can't really tell in the first go, but it feels good. It feels nice on the skin. Let me see, what does it do? It repairs, strengthens skin barrier, deeply moisturizes and hydrates the skin. You can use this in your AM and PM routine. That's basically what it said, but I use this before makeup. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit on my skin and it's got a little bit of hydration going on. You can see this. I applied 3 to 4 pumps on my face actually for the full effect because you guys know I'm a very dry skin type and I need something. It's giving me that hydrated feel on my skin, so that's great. I'm gonna go in with the Inde Wild Dewy Lip Treatment. It's got 2% vegan butter and peptides. This has been one of my favorite lip treatments to use. I finished 3 tubes. I love this product. It is long lasting. It's very moisturizing on the lip. It's just a beautiful concoction of ingredients. It's lovely. I'm gonna put that all over my lip for some lip prep. Nice. Look at that. It just moisturizes and shine, and it's everything you want in a lip balm. It's so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that treat my lips while we move on to makeup. For foundation, I don't have anything new. I just have the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I love this one. And I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is in 2N34 Y355. It's a very weird shade range, but I'm just gonna mix the two. Oh, by the way, I'm in light neutral for Smashbox. Okay, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Primer really quickly around my pore area. Okay, so first things first, it's been such a long time since I sat down here. Happy Diwali to all of you, by the way, who celebrated. I did not get the chance to celebrate Diwali this year because this past week was very difficult because Abby was in and out of the hospital. She actually caught an infection. I don't fully know yet what it is. We're still in between treatment. And she had to go to the hospital because her fever was spiking a lot and we just had to rush. You know, when a baby gets a fever above 100, you know it's red alert and you need to go. So as a first time mom, to be honest, I really have to figure out what to do because yes, my mom is there and we have people around. I have my doctor one phone call away and I was in touch with her. But we don't just I didn't just run to the hospital. I wanted to figure out what was going on, and we realized when it was time, we needed to see the doctor. We just went in because it was starting to worry me because nowadays honestly you don't know what infection is there. My mom was saying the same thing, back in the day whenever we got sick or we got ill or cold and cough, and there were home remedies to solve this problem, and my mom was we just treated it at home and it would go away. But nowadays you don't really know what's going around. There's so many infections. The food intake is so different these days. The air quality of Mumbai in general is so bad. It's at its highest, right? It's so terrible. So I don't know what could be wrong. And also she's starting to teeth a little bit. She's drooling, she's putting things in her mouth. So anyway, being a first time mom, it was kind of really difficult to take decisions, when you just need to take that yes and no call. Should we just go to the hospital? Should we take this medicine? Because we're always given the option to choose. And while I like that, I'm just oh my god, I have to make that decision, right? And I'm sure a lot of moms agree with me here that it can get really overwhelming when you just need to be that final decision maker. And so we did. We went to the hospital this past week and literally we have been just there. We had to get her admitted because it was kind of we want to bring the fever down and we didn't want to take her home without doctors around us. And so we went there and we just spent a few days in the hospital, which is always taxing, but it's been a challenging week, to say the least. It's been quite hectic for mom and I both, and it's crazy. I don't know how I'm here today. Like, I feel like I'm literally taking one day at a time. You know that definition, like one day at a time, that saying? I'm living that. Because when you're a parent, you don't know what is about to come. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new something, and something happens, and the growth spots, the developments. You just have to go along the way and see what you need to do. On that note, hold on. I'm trying the Aero Blend Pack Sponge. This is the innovative tapered end latex free super customizable base sponge. It's a very interesting shape. Like, it's tapered here and then it's tapered here, and it's got a flat base here. Very interesting. I don't even know where to start, but I'm just going to go in with the flat side. It's by Pack, and Pack makes good sponges, so that's okay. I'm just blending it in. We were there, and it was her birthday on 10th November. Every 10th we celebrate a month birthday, right? And this was her 6th month, which is huge, right? 6 months is huge milestone. Solid foods, sitting up, it's huge. So we were so excited to celebrate her 6th month. We were waiting for that 6 month mark where all mothers say it gets better, and obviously it does get better. Like, she literally is responding so well, and 6 month, you can tell she's a 6-month-old baby now. I can hear her. But anyway, we celebrated her 6th month when she was sleeping in the hospital, and mom and I ordered a cake, and mom and I cut the cake and ate it. It was such a sweet moment. I gave all the nurses cake, and it was so nice, and it was different. You don't usually celebrate a 6-month birthday in a hospital. I surely never expected to spend any more time in the hospital, but I don't know. I'm a new mom. I don't know what happens when babies get ill. I don't know what they need. It's so confusing, but she was there and she was getting better, and her fever came down and everything started to stabilize, and she was in such good hands. Like, I cannot tell you how grateful I am of doctors, obviously of God first. Like, I feel like the Lord was with us every second, helping me make the decision. I was just constantly praying, like, help me, just give me the wisdom to be able to discern, give me the wisdom to be able to understand what decision to take, because all of this is really important as a mom, to make the right decision. It's always the Lord and his angels surrounding us and just guarding us and protecting us, is what I believe. And then, of course, doctors who are just amazing. I think doctors, I know, it's just obviously they're amazing, but when like lives are saved, when you're back to your health and so fast, and they just know what to do. I just have this newfound like love and respect for doctors. And when your child is like that, and when you see doctors just take these decisions and fix what's wrong and diagnose it, you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I don't know. I know it sounds a little childish, but I was so happy that we were in such good hands, and the doctors were able to get her better by her birthday, and she was just up and active and back to being Abby, the naughty girl that we know. And yeah, modern medicine, dude, modern medicine, it is just something that it just fixed her. I'm just like grateful for God, doctors, and modern medicine. Like, these three things were at the top of my list, because I'm like, it just got her to where she started feeling better each minute. It was very hard because she had an IV line in her hand, and she's just 6 months, and as a mom, to like hold her hand and just like be there and comfort her and see the IV line go into her hand was incredibly difficult. I just feel like I got this newfound courage and strength. Like, I drew strength from I don't know where. I think when you're a new mom, when you just draw strength, it just comes from somewhere, dude. I just don't understand. Maybe God gives you that strength, and as a mother, you just have it in you, and you just garner all the strength, because you know how I am with like medicines and injections and IV lines. And to see my daughter, who's just like 5 months and 28 days, just put an IV line in, I was like heartbroken. But I didn't cry for a second. I don't know if I will cry at some point this week to just let it all out and process it. But I didn't cry for a single second. I was her strength. I was like, I'm not going to cry, because you got this, Abby. Like, you got this, Abby. Come on, you're getting better. This is for you. And I just held her, because I was the only one allowed. And I held her, and I watched her, and I distracted her. I kissed her, and I hugged her. And I feel like the best moms can do when little babies are in situations like this is literally provide comfort. They need to smell you. They need to be around you. They need to know mama is there. They need to see you in their vision. You need to be around them. And that's why I do not leave Abigail with any doctor alone. It's my rule. Unless it's essential, I never leave Abigail. Like, I did not leave her side at all. Even at night, she loved sleeping on our chest. My mom and I took turns because when baby's not well, they want to sleep on the chest. So we took turns and we barely slept. We were severely sleep deprived, but what is that compared to what Abby is going through, you know? So we were just like gathering all our energy and strength to look after baby. Like, my skin looks great. This is good. I just put this moisturizer. I did not put anything. You saw it. I did not go in with 10,000 skincare prep products. I put but 4 to 5 pumps. I literally use a second layer, so I think you need to use a lot of this cream. The makeup looks so good. I am so happy with how my makeup looks. Also, the tinted moisturizer by Smashbox it's a tinted moisturizer. It's adding to that hydration on the skin, right? And plus the Forever one also is a great formulation. So I feel like everything combined, very good finish on my skin. I'm so happy looking at my skin. Anyway, let's move on to concealer. Great sponge. Pack is always killing it. I don't know what to do with all these sides, but great sponge. Now for concealers, I want to use this Morphe concealer, but this is probably too light for me. So I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. NARS is now in India. It's available in, I think, Sephora. I will list it down below. This is the medium 1.2 toffee, and I have medium 1 custard. So I'm going to go in with toffee first. A little bit over here. They're very lightweight and beautiful. So if you're my shade, if you're like a medium skin tone with neutral undertones, toffee will be your concealer shade in the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So yes, she was, you know, sleeping on our chest the entire time, and it was extremely hard, dude. I don't know how else to put it, and I know all the moms will relate. It's extremely hard seeing your child in that helpless. You're helpless, like you feel helpless, and if you could just take away all the pain and you could take away all the fever, you would take it away for you. Like, that's literally the ultimate unconditional love, right? And so as each day was passing, I was just taking it as it goes. I was not thinking about this and that because your mind tends to spiral. What if this happens? What if that happens? How am I going to do this? But I think you just take it as it goes, and whatever decision comes, you just face it together. And I think that's what we did. And Abby is fine now. She is home. And she just got home, I think, one day after her birthday, or I think 2 days after. And she's home now. She's so naughty, you guys. She's 6 months. And she is so naughty. Like, Abby is the right name. It's like a naughty little girl, and she is so talkative, like, you know, in the way of like sounds. She's so responsive. She's in love with me, clearly. Like, she has eyes only for mama. Like, she will just look at me for seconds, and I'm like, Abby, and her big button eyes are just staring at me, and I'm just like, my heart, dude, my heart just melts. Yeah, it's been a really tough week health-wise for Abigail. She's been through a lot. As a small child. Okay, actually, instead of NARS, I'm going to use the Morphe concealer. I have not tried this a lot. I'm just going to use a little bit. So yeah, I think that's my major update that I wanted to give you guys because it's so recent, and we're still going back and forth and making sure she's okay and stuff like that. But a lot of you also DM me that your children are admitted, you'll have pneumonia, and so many things are going around, dude. At this point, we're just like running away from viral and bacterial infections. That's just where all of us are right now. So many of the mamas were telling me that your babies are not well. So I hope they're okay now. Please take care. It's a really wild time right now with everything going on. Super crazy. I want to try this Kiko foundation. Ye dekho. This is the Kiko Active Foundation, Kiko Milano. Actually like Kiko, you know. It's 4.5G. It's actually pretty well matched. I'm just going to put it on top. I'll try this next time. Oh, blends so well. I like Kiko as a brand. Yeah, it's very underrated, I feel. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this eye really quickly. I'm taking the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder as usual. One of my favorite powders. If you get this on the Nykaa sale or Tira sale, any sale, if you get the Givenchy loose powder, get it. Okay, this is the Prisme Libre Matte Finish Enhanced Radiance Loose Powder in 1 in 4 Harmony. This is the shade Rose 3. It's a game changer. 6 months postpartum. How do I feel? Let's catch up on the 6-month postpartum mom phase right now. Sorry for everybody who's not a mom. You're gonna find pieces of mom stuff happening because I am a mom and it's a reality. Okay. Let me just go on to brows for a second. I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. It's so cute and I love Benefit brow products. I think they're literally one of the best brow products in the market. Benefit just takes it. When you think brows, you think Benefit. That's just what it is. I'm going to... Why is it so hot in November? Come on, Mumbai. What's the scene all over India? Like, what do you guys... How are you guys doing with the weather situation? Because it's intolerable in Bombay still. Like, even the evenings are just not... we're just not having it anymore. There's no point only of jackets and... Forget jackets, bro. It's like a linen shirt vibe still right now. Not even. So yeah, people are moving on in sundresses and like tank tops and it's getting sweatier by the day. It's just where it's at. We don't have like fall winter dark plum lipstick vibe happening at all. It's still very coral bright summer shadows. Okay, so recently K-Beauty launched their eyeshadow palettes and these are it right here. I did a masterclass with K-Beauty at Nykaa Land. If you saw, it was so good. With Katrina launching the eyeshadow palette as well on Nykaa Land and it was fantastic. It was such a good masterclass. All of you loved it. I met so many of y'all and honestly these are like perfect. They're 12 in 1 and they're perfect for like the festive season that is upcoming right now. And if you can get your hands on this, you totally should. It is approved by me for sure. The pigments on this are pretty dang good and it comes with a mirror which is the best part. I'm not a big fan of the color story in this one in particular. It has more color, you know that. But what I love is this one right here. This is the pink one and it is beautiful if you're like a rosy eye kind of girl. It's got a nice good cream color transition shade, good amount of duochromes and shimmer for you to build a full look. Of course, the next one is this neutral palette right here. Fantastic. Okay, I really like this palette as well. It's got the perfect amount of shimmer. It's got champagne, gold, rose gold, copper, good color story going on here for a neutral palette. So I think these are very well worth it and great. I wish they had a black but they have a black in this one which I use all the time. It's a great black. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go in with the neutral palette right now of Coars. There's a Kiro. This is a Kiro ultimate. This is the Kiro Shadow Me palette. What should I try? Should I try like both? I'll try both. I'm gonna go in with the Kiro Shadow Me palette and I'm gonna go in with these two shadows first. 6 months. Yeah, postpartum. How do I feel postpartum? I feel great. I genuinely feel like the 3-month is a good marker for moms who have given birth. Again, very circumstantial and subjective because I don't know what kind of birth you've gone through, but I think 3 months is a great marker to start feeling better, you know, start to feel like yourself and not yourself but starting to feel like okay, I can move around is what I'll say. So I think the 3-month marker was great for me, and now that it's 6 months I'm really genuinely back to being me, back to being normal as in like stabilized, you know, apart from all the birth trauma, which I know I have to do my birth story. I will at some point. I know you guys keep reminding me. But yeah, I think it's a great time because Abby is now lifted her head. She's lifting her head beautifully. She's starting to sit, not there yet, but she's starting to sit. She just ate her first solid meal today. And we're trying to give her like ragi and Cerelac and rice water. And my mom is doing all of this. My mom's a genius. My mom... I need to take a second for my mother because she is just a warrior. Like, I think my mom is just... like, I have no words. Like, words are not coming out for my mother because I'm just like, I don't even know where to start. And I would literally not be able to do this without my mother. Like, she has been literally the rock, my backbone, Abigail's backbone. Like, she's literally holding us like a pillar of wall. And we're just like leaning on her, which is just... How many people can say that, right? I think mothers are so fantastic, dude. Like, they're just angelic and they're just, I think, the closest that they come to God. Like, literally. I think the Lord sends us mothers because they're like, dude, I can't be there for you in human form. So here's a mother. And I truly believe that, man. I truly, and more than ever, Once I had Abigail, I feel like my mom and I grew so much more closer during my pregnancy because she came and stayed with me throughout my second trimester, third, and now fourth trimester. She's fully staying with me, and she's helping me raise Abigail. And there's no one better I can find to raise Abigail with because she raised me and my brothers, and we turned out fine. And I'd really love it if Abigail became a mini version of me because I think that'd be so cool to just see Mini Miles and Mini Abigail. And yeah, my mother's just been such a rock through all of it because she's also going through a lot of physical challenges, right, in her body. You're not young anymore, you know. Once you're a mom, you're in your 50s, your late 50s, you become a grandmom, and you just want to like have a good time with your grandchild, you know. I feel like the mattes blended out very well. I'm not going to use a shimmer. I got a nice wash of neutral color. It's a lot on my mom, yeah, because she's dealing with her own like physical challenges, you know, like you get tired, and sometimes we have help, sometimes we don't have help. And I acknowledge the privilege I have. I acknowledge that I'm able to hire help for Abigail. I acknowledge it because I know a lot of people are going to come for me. I don't know why they do that, but I think if you can get help, just get help. If you have the resources, moms, to get help, whether it's your in-laws or parents, and if they're nice to you, and if you can hire additional help to take care of your child, just do it. I don't think we should feel guilty about getting help in whatever shape or form that you get, because it's a lot raising a child. Nurturing and raising an infant, any living being, is a lot, and it genuinely takes a village. And I have like micro village have micro people in my life that I depend on. And so yeah, but we have had in and out help, and I think my mom has been that consistent family member. She's my mom, you know, and she's like just braving through it all and just supporting me in whatever I do. And I feel like without her, I think we'd be fully lost, and I don't think I'd be able to do this. I think she's literally been my partner in this. She's been my husband, partner, mother, friend. Everything in one human being is my mother right now, and life would just be a no-go without her. I'm gonna take this beautiful coral shade right there. I'm just gonna wash it in my crease a little bit, just deepen it out. So yeah, that was just my mom. She was so good, dude. She held Abigail, and then I held Abigail in the hospital, and just basically this whole like getting pregnant. Obviously you guys know I'm separated, so all of that like drew my mom very close to me, and we just became super partners. And I will hold this close for the rest of my life, like, you know, even after mom's gone, because everybody has to go at one point. I feel like this phase and this period of my life is going to be so cherished, and I will remember her this way for the rest of my life, and how she was and how much she gave to us in our life forever. And so will Abigail. Like, she will see all of this and she'll remember this being her Nona. Okay, Abigail calls her Nona. Don't not calls her, but will call her Nona. And yeah, her Nona is just everything. So if you have your mums around, dude, helping you with your baby, and it's just everything you could ever need. I don't think we need anyone else. I'm gonna pick up this cocoa shade right here, this beautiful cocoa chocolatey shade, and I'm just gonna go closer to my lash line, just like smoking it out. I've been doing this lately. This has been my go-to look. A lot of you have been asking me what I do for my eyes, but this has been it, just like smoking the deeper shadows close to my lash line. So yes, postpartum is good now. I am back to work. A lot of you are on my Instagram. If you're not, please do follow me. It's been quite amazing actually. Work-wise, I'm working really hard to sort of just like for opportunities. I feel like when opportunities are coming my way, I just want to grab them while I can, because, you know, it's just opportunities are just time bound, and I feel like it's my time to shine. It's my time to be a great mom, but it's also my time to just like show up for myself and show up for my career in a way that I haven't before. And now is the time to do all of that, you know. And it feels good to be able to just still be so relevant after 8 years in my career, and still be a mom, and still have brands want you and appreciate you for your work. And it just feels great, guys, to just still work for such amazing brands, you know, in short. And that's going well for me. So thank you for all the appreciation. I feel like you guys are so freaking supportive on my Instagram. When I work with Bulgari, when I work with like really cool brands, y'all are like, Maz, I'm just happy to see you there. And I'm just like, this is my OG, this is my supporter who's just been there with me through it all. So thank you for that, because it really boosts my confidence and helps me push even more. So it was, yeah, Abigail's first Diwali. Like I said, we could not celebrate it perfectly, but we came home, we got some like not firecrackers, some full jadis. And we just like, we went to my balcony and we just like, burned some and like showed her some light. And it was really cute actually. It was like a memory that we created. And I was like, at least we were dressed very shabbily, but I was like, who cares? Who cares? We were honestly not in a frame of mind, dude, to be wearing Indian or celebrating anything. My daughter was just in going through so much. So to think of like dressing up and stuff was out of the picture. So we stayed home and we did what we could and ordered some food. And obviously, Veronica's always around. Her favorite auntie is always around. And that's what we do, man. We just like call people who really genuinely care and we just celebrate the night away. Being in our comfy clothes and pajamas, I think that's all you need. I think having your health is so essential, dude. I'm always reminded, and health sort of like humbles me down, whenever something happens health wise. I'm just instantly small, because no matter how much money and people and flashy and flamboyant life you have, at the end of the day, if your health is taken away from you, you are nobody, in a sense that you are just in bed waiting to get better. So all that million billions is just sitting in your bank account, and your life is passing you by. So I really feel like, genuinely, when people say money can buy happiness, it can buy stability, it can buy your way out of all the pain and give you basic amenities and more if you're well to do. And it can buy you some happiness materialistically. I'll be honest, if you have your basic needs met, you are a happy person automatically. So I guess money does buy you happiness in that sense, that all your basic needs are being fulfilled and more. But I don't think if you have like $1 billion sitting in your bank account and you're struck with a life-threatening autoimmune disease and you're just like in the bed, like there's nothing you could do about it. Like, what can you do with that money? So I think in that form, protect your health as much as you can. Like, everything in the background fades away, all this, the stardom, the all of it, the public figure, the admiration, validation, everything falls flat when your child is not well, or when you're not well, your mother's not well. Like, nothing matters if you don't have health. And I think keeping that in mind, it just always humbles me. So yeah, if you have your health on your side, you are bloody blessed, and you are successful in its own way. Trust me, you are. I'm gonna pick up this matte shade. So essential to have matte shades like this, and I'm so happy that they included a matte cream shade like this, because this is the look I always do. This is my go-to red carpet look. If I know it's an important show, it's an important viewing, I do this look no matter what, and I know I'm like good for it. The year is about to end. What a year I've had. One heck of a year. Oof, what can happen in a year, dude? Life can literally change forever. It's like a domino effect. Like, I feel like your decisions have such power over you. It's like whatever you decide today is literally gonna have like repercussions in the future. Just like, take accountability for whatever decision you take, because ultimately you have to live with them. And just as this year comes to an end, I hope you guys are in a better spot, in a better place. And if not, then there is always another day. It's a little chalky, or are my eyes dry? I'm not sure. It's a little bit chalky towards the end. I don't know if it's the shadow, it's my eye being too dry, probably that. I'm taking the Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner by Kiko Milano, and it's the same brownie shade, which looks so good. That is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful soft brown, and I've been looking for a brown like this. Okay, I'm taking a bit of that shadow, and I'm just gonna put like speckles. It's got like speckles of duochrome for festive season. That's a very interesting shadow. It's got green duochrome. If you've not had a year like myself, if you had like a shitty year filled with like confusing stuff, and you've just like, been on a rough ride, there's always a next day, there's always a next year. You can start over and let's go again. Life is just gonna keep rolling. And that's what I realized. I was just like waiting for stuff to happen. Sometimes just like waiting for like one happy moment. You're waiting for happiness train to begin, and I feel like that's just not gonna come. There's not gonna be a moment where you're just like happy one day. It's a journey of like literally trying your best to find pockets of joy and happiness in every little thing. I was trying so hard to be like somewhat positive in the middle of all of this, because I'm like, I don't know how I can be positive when I see my child like that in like a time like this. But at the end of the day, I remind myself, dude, she's one step better than she was earlier. She's one step better than she was, you know. I keep finding like joy like that, and I think that's your only way of like surviving the bad times in your life. Being able to say like, at least we're out of the woods, you know, we're one day ahead of getting into our good times. And I said that every day, like, her fever is down, there you go, her fever went away, that's a win for me. She's smiling today, that's a win for me, you know. And she's opening her eyes today, that's a win for me. Like, every small thing is a win for you. And if you don't count that, dude, you're going to be stuck in a loop of sadness forever. And it's very easy to get stuck in that loop, because I've been there, and then coming out of it is so difficult. Just remind yourself that it gets better one day at a time, and just find positivity. It's tough to say when people are going through hard stuff, trust me. Oh, this became a full-blown smoky eye, huh? I'm so happy that finally some homegrown brands are doing fantastic eyeshadow palettes, and it just is. It's very good. Okay, now remember that black I was talking about? I'm going to intensify it and literally make it the smoky eye it needs to be, boy. This one. Picking up that black, and I'm just going to deepen my smoky eye. And always sitting it close to the lash line. If there's any black, I'm always sitting it close to the lash line, and I'm giving it like a smoky whiff like that. Just a smoky. Blend as much as you can. Yeah, so I promised you guys like a drugstore version of a festive look with Indian and all, but life happens, guys. Life happens. So you can just pick this look and wear it on a sari or any festive look, because festive season is on like forever. There's weddings going on. There's so much happening. So go ahead and you can do that. Okay, I've been really loving this NARS mascara. It's very, very good. It's the Climax mascara. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on my eye. Finally, she's starting to look like me. Thank you very much. For the first few weeks and months, yes, she did look like a mix of both me and Akhil. Like, this portion was completely me, nose and lips, and this portion is fully Akhil even today. Fully. She's got his eyes and eyebrows like down to the T. Like, it's a copy paste right out there, because it's a very prominent feature of Akhil's, like his eyebrows and eyes. He has like droopy eyes, and so does she. But dude, now finally she looks like mama. Somehow a lot of you were telling me on the story, she's your carbon copy, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what I've been wanting to hear. She literally is a mini Mars, and I cannot wait for her to talk and stuff like that. I'm gonna make her so sassy, just like her mama. And yeah, I'm just like waiting for her. But I've also, it's such a weird line of like, hey, I want you to grow up soon so like you can be independent and, you know, I can have my life. It is, okay, it's a thought that crosses every mom, let's be honest. But it's also like, please don't grow up. Like today I was telling her, please Abby, you're growing up so soon, I'm never going to be able to hold these tiny little hands again. And it is true. Like, I look at Abby's like 1 month picture, and I'm like, my little baby was so tiny, and it's gone and it's never coming back. So it's one of those things where it's so conflicting, where you want them to grow so you can be independent, she can be independent, and y'all can go places. But then you're like, please don't grow, because I'm never going to see you this small ever again. So yeah, it's just that. And can we talk about mom guilt for a second? Jeez Louise, what is that? It's just like an automatic thing, dude. Anytime, every time I leave her for a second to just even take a shower, I'm like, oh my god, she's alone, I need to hurry up. You know, it's like that. I'm like, oh my god, I've left her alone. I have to step out for work. I've left her alone. And I feel like, dude, I need to like rid of that, because it stays forever. A lot of moms say it stays forever and you get used to that. But I feel like I want to talk myself out of it and not have mom guilt forever. It's not something I want to live with, because life is long and my child is going to be mine forever. And I hope I'm able to break out of that guilt, because dude, it really, really bums you out. Yeah. It like literally it makes you like not want to live life, because you want to commit like your entire life to your child, which is great, but also no, because you have a life to live. Okay, mothers have a life to live as well. It is so strange. This mascara is so good, dude. It is so good. I am telling you, the Climax mascara, just do this and it is just, I don't know if you can see. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's like spread out, but it's not spidery. It's like nice and fanned out. Okay, for bronzer, I'm telling you, I need to I need such a big Sephora order from the US because there's so much makeup that has not reached India. So many brands have not come down to India that I'm just like, we need Merit to come, we need Refi, Makeup by Mario, Patrick Ta. Like, where are you guys? We're all waiting. Okay, but this is Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Medium. It's one of my, I've hit pan, really hit pan on this because it is so beautiful. All the skin products that I'm using, I've used on red carpets all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna use this and it's been stunning. So what I do is I just do that. You just want to softly contour and bronze. So I'm just pressing it in, and you want to stick to this portion. Do not drag your bronzer here because it literally does not serve the purpose of, you know, contouring. You want to just add a shadow to your face. That's it. It looks great in photos. Am I coming down with a cold? Why am I sniffing like that? So what this does is when you put a cream bronzer, it like really enhances, like literally gets that glow to the face, which is stunning. And then you want to put powder, of course, on top. But I think cream contouring is so beautiful on the skin and has been one of my favorite things to do lately. Now, for bronzer, I'm going to dive into this Kiko number 12 Matte Fusion Pressed Powder. It's a pressed powder, but it's a very... It is. No, yeah, it is. Look at that. It's packing a punch. Ooh, that is sculpt it. I did not expect that much pigment at all. This is fantastic. Wow. Great on Kiko. I'm telling you, Kiko underrated. So far, whatever I've used, I have truly enjoyed, and I don't know why I don't use more of Kiko. Okay, so I'm taking, this is so intense. I'm going to take a foundation brush and just like go over it because I can just soften it a little bit. This is some Flossy Cosmetics Glam Bot, Glow Bot. I don't know. This is a cheek duo. It's got a bronzer. Shit, I didn't know that. And then it's got a blush right here. Okay, so cool. It's a cream blush. Then I have the Color Chemistry Cheek and Tint, which is like reddish in color. So I'm gonna skip this one. I'm not gonna try this. And then we have the Kiko blush. This is the Unlimited blush in number 8. It's a coral color, so I don't know if it's gonna match, but let's see. If you can hear Abigail's voice at the back, just she's just chilling. And I'll take this. This is in the shade, what is this? I Don't Pink So Chocolate and Drizzle. And I'm just gonna tap. I've been a fan of like pan blushes lately. So good. Hey, I didn't contour my nose, huh? I can sense now. Great, yeah, this is nice. Now if the contour is good as well, this can be a great like product in general. Okay, so I don't know if this is like your thing. You can tell me. I'm like really terrified of like traveling with Abigail. Is that weird? Like traveling, even stepping out. I'm just like, I've never traveled with a child in my arm. Like I'm very nervous about doing it. I don't know why, you guys. I'm like supremely nervous about doing it. And maybe it's like every mom's like weird fear, and then eventually it just goes away. You just have to step out with your kid. But now that she's 6 months, I have barely stepped out with Abigail, and I know it's not the best. I just take her for walks, but I have just been so like nervous of like her being uncomfortable and stuff. But now I think she's like really grown into it. She's so comfortable. She's kind of sitting down now, and I'm like, I think it's a great time to now start taking her out. I always thought I'd never be one of those moms who just goes to like these children and mom play groups, and no shade to that, but I don't know A, if I have the time to do that, and B, if it's my thing, you know, sitting with like a bunch of crying kids and crying babies, and like everywhere there's like food and sticky hands, and I don't know if I'm that kind of mom yet. I don't know, but I think for their development, it's essential that like they see people of their own kind size, babies watching babies. I think it's a thing. I don't know, it's a thing, and they might have fun also. So I'm gonna give it a shot. And I want to see how that does for Abigail, and if she sort of warms up to other kids, how is she with other kids. It helps in social development na, in general. कहाँ आ गई मैं यार? I'm sorry, मैं just पता नहीं कैसे हुआ ये सब. Mars has reached here where I'm just like discussing mom stuff now. A lot of you are like, Mars, I can't believe you had a child still. So I think I'm gonna great. The face products are fantastic. I'm just going to add a little bit of orange in the center part, just taking this peachy color. I'm just gonna add a little bit of peach because my blush is, I can see the color. Yeah, it's like a peachy, smoky, brownie eye. I don't know what I'm calling this, but neutral eyes are the way to go, man. You can never go wrong with this. Can I put the Kiko gel line on my waterline? I don't think so. Usually you don't put gel liners in your waterline, but I want to do it, so I'm doing it. Okay, listen, another thing I'm really feeling, because I'm watching these celebrities cut their hair and they look fantastic. And I was like, maybe it's time that I go back to my short hair. Do you remember my short hair phase? I loved it. I felt like a boss. I felt like I have a cute length. I think this is a very cute length to have. It's right down till here. But I think going a little short would be like so... I don't know. I think it's short hair phase right now. Okay, I have a bunch of lip products I wanted to try. This is the Sephora. By the way, I love the Sephora, like lip products itself, like the brand Sephora. Any single moms in the house, hit me up in the comment section below, because I literally do not know where to find my community. I don't know where to go. What do you do? What do you do once this happens and you're 30 to 40? Any single moms in the house with new babies? What's the scene? Is it weird? Is it strange? Because I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. It's not like I'm looking for a relationship or I want that kind of energy in my life. I don't have energy. I am conked off by 8:30. I'm back to bed, y'all. Like when Abby sleeps, I sleep. I'm that person right now. I'm very exhausted. I don't have time. But what's the scene generally? You know, hit a girl up. Oh, this is an 80, not 08. Look at color. Let me see. Another one. This is the Faye Beauty Lip Whip. This is in the shade Edge. It's vegan, cruelty-free matte liquid lipstick. Ooh, that's a fab consistency. Then I have this Milani red. No, this though will not go. Alright, first I'm gonna line my lip with the Kiko Milano creamy color comfort lip liner in the shade 304. Okay, it's a little way too pink a liner, so I'm gonna enrich with cherry coffee and vitamin E. Wow, why is this so good? It's a little dry. It's a little, I mean, it's whipped. It's exactly what they say. I love the first swatch. It's so pigmented, but it's fantastic. Okay, do they have a nude shade? I'm gonna check it out. This is so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm a fan. If you're a liquid lipsticks girl, you like this, okay? Otherwise, it can be like a little drying for you. My god, I love my look. I love how my look turned out. Are you serious? Like, all of this is coordinating so beautifully. I wanted to do the Rare Beauty swatch. Here. The Rare Beauty Mesmerized on my cheek. Just a dollop because it's so pigmented. I'm gonna go over with... I think I take another part of the beauty sponge over here and just... Pretty, so pretty. I know the lip is a little bit too pink for my look, but it's all falling together. I feel like this is the whole point of trying new makeup products. But yeah, guys, that is it. That's all I have for you in today's video. I loved this makeup look. I think it is again become one of my go-to to just have a soft brown smoky eye with a pop of color on the cheek and lip and make it sort of monochromatic. And I had so much fun. I feel so good doing this because the kind of week I've had, like, it's been so rough and so difficult, all in all, emotionally and physically draining, that just sitting down and doing makeup for an hour feels like chef's kiss, feels like a victory sort of in a way. And that Abigail is fine is just a double win for me in every shape or form in my life right now. She is my heart and soul, and I am so glad to be here, and she's fine and everyone's fine, and I hope you guys are doing fine. Hold your babies tight. Thank you so much. I loved every product that I used in today's video. I'm actually blown away by the result of my makeup. I really like this, and I'm going to continue using it to sort of like see what my final verdict is, because sometimes, you know, the foundations also have something to play in because it's a hydrating foundation, so it just might have been that. But I think this cream was good. I loved it. Loved the Smashbox foundation to the bronzer. Everything turned out so good on my face right now. I'd actually use all of these products once again. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will definitely be back for the next video. I love you. Bye.